Good evening everyone, I'm Engine Cadet Matthew Apaw. So I'm going to report the land of Asia and Africa continent. Asia is the largest continent of our planet, both in size and also when we consider the population. The Asia continent includes 48 countries that are members of the United Nations. The continent is located mainly in the eastern hemisphere and in the northern hemisphere. So this is the map of Asia. We have the Japan, Taiwan, Philippines, Malaysia, and North Korea, South Korea, and many more. Countries. There are 48 countries in Asia. That are recognized by the United Nations, however, has only observed status as it does not control the majority of the claimed land. Two of the Asia countries also share part of their territory on the European continent. So these countries are Russia and Turkey. Population. The population are more than 4 billion people live on the continent. Asia is thus the most populous continent. Populous city. The most populous city is Tokyo in Japan. With more than 38 million inhabitants, Tokyo is the largest city and has the largest metropolitan area. This city has more inhabitants than the whole country of Canada. Largest countries. So China is the largest country by population. Did you know that in China, as many people live as in Australia, New Zealand, North America, South America, and Western Europe combined? Smallest countries. Maldives, the Indian Ocean country, is one of the smallest countries in the world and Asia's smallest countries. It consists of 26 coral atoms, which in total consists of more than 1,190 islands. Biggest island. Borneo is in Southeast Asia, is also the third largest island in the world and the largest in Asia. The island belong to three countries, Malaysia and Brunei in the north, while Indonesia claims the south part of the island. Borneo is home to vast rainforests and many animals only live on the island, such as the Bornean orangutan. Largest river. The largest river is Yangtze River. Is the longest on the Asian continent. It is in China and is 6,300 meters, combined 3,915 miles long. The Yangtze is the third longest river in the world after the Amazon and the Nile. Highest mountain. Mount Everest. The mountain is located in the Himalayan mountain range and the highest peak is 8,846 meters and 29,035 feet high. The Himalayas between Nepal and China are the world's highest mountain. Biggest lake. Caspian Sea and the coastline in the shared by 5 countries. This is the 5 countries: Russia, Turkmenistan, Kazakhstan, Azerbaijan, and Iran. The lake is also among the deepest lake in the world, with a maximum depth of more than 1,000 meters or 3,300 feet. Baku, the capital of Azerbaijan, is located at the Caspian Sea. Driest place. The Gobi Desert is the largest desert in Asia and the 5th largest desert in the world. This is cold desert where the temperature can be very low and sometimes even snow can occur. Landlocked countries. There are 12 landlocked countries in Asia. Among the landlocked countries in Asia are also Bhutan, Laos, Nepal, and Mongolia that are located in the interior of the continent and do not have access to any ocean. Africa. More than half of the African continent is covered by grassland and savanna. North Africa is dominated by the vast Sahara Desert and the semi-arid Sahel zone, which also include fertile land in the Nile Delta. Central Africa has rainforest, coastal plain, and the continent's highest mountain and lakes. Southern Africa lies mainly on a high plateau and only has a small coastal band. Countries. There are 54 countries in Africa and 9 territories with a total of more than 1 billion people living on the continent, which is 50% of the world's total population. Largest countries. Algeria. This country is among the 10 largest countries in the world. The most populous country in Africa, however, is Nigeria with more than 185 million people, but the country is only half-third of the size of Algeria. Seychelles country. Seychelles, which is an archipelago in the Indian Ocean. On the African mainland, the smallest country is the Gambia. Biggest island. The biggest island is Madagascar in Indian Ocean. Madagascar is the 4th largest island in the world, after Greenland, New Guinea, and Borneo. Longest river. The longest river is Nile, that have 6,852 km or 4,258 miles. The Nile is the longest river in the world and passes through 11 countries. The Nile has 2 sources, the White Nile coming from Lake Victoria and Tanzania, and the Blue Nile coming from Lake Tana and Ethiopia. The river mouth is in Egypt. The confluence is Khartoum, Sudan. Highest mountain. The highest mountain is Mount Kilimanjaro in Tanzania. The highest peak of the mountain is Kibo, is called Uhuru Peak, that have 5,895 meters and 19,340 feet. Is located in the Tanzanian highlands. Biggest lake. So the biggest lake is Lake Victoria, bounding Uganda, Tanzania, and Kenya. Is also the world's 2nd largest freshwater lake. Only Lake Superior in North America is bigger. Driest place. The driest place is the Sahara in northern Africa. Is the largest hot desert in the world. The climate is extremely dry, arid in the region. Landlocked countries. So there are 16 landlocked countries in Africa. 2 tiny countries, Swaziland and Lesotho, are located within South Africa. These countries are are all located in the interior of the continent and have neither access to the Atlantic Ocean nor to the Indian Ocean. Two of these countries, the tiny countries Swaziland and Lesotho, are located within South Africa.
Good day everyone, I am Indian Cadet Andre Ninion. So for today, I will be going to discuss my part which is about the climate of Asia and Africa. Asia. Asia covers one-third of the Earth's surface and almost every known climate occurs on this continent. Climate of Asia. Southern section of Asia are mild to hot, while for northeastern areas such as Siberia are very cold and Asia has a temperate climate. Much of southern Asia is within the tropical climatic zone with temperature above 25 degrees Celsius throughout the year. The region is strongly influenced by the Asian monsoon, which brings significant amount of the rainfall to parts of Southeast Asia. There are four types of climate of Asia. First one, polar, subarctic, and temperate climates occurs along the continent, northern and northeastern fringe. The second one, arid and highland climates occurs on the continent, interior and southwestern ridge. The third one, a mix of grassland and last one, tropical rainforest climate occurs along its southern fringe. Asia may divide into three major climatic realms. The first one, Boreal Asia in the north, Desert Asia in the west and center. And the last one, Monsoon Asia in the south and east. Africa. Africa is the world's second largest and second most populous continent after Asia in both cases. Climate of Africa. The climate of Africa is a range of climates such as the equatorial climate, the tropical wet and dry climate, the tropical monsoon climate, the semi-arid climate, semi-desert and the desert climate, hyper-arid and arid, and the subtropical highland climate. And also there are four types of climate in Africa. Africa can be divided into four main climatic zones. First one, arid and semi-arid, second, tropicala, third one, equatorial, and last one, temperate. Africa is a dry because Northern Africa is one of the driest regions on Earth, home to the Sahara Desert, the largest hot desert in the world. This extremely dry region, where it's not uncommon to have no rain for over a year in some places, was once a tropical humid area. Climate in Central Africa. The country experienced hot, dry winters and mild to hot, wet summer during June to August. Type of season in Africa. Instead of summer, autumn, winter, and spring, most countries in East Africa, Southern Africa have a wet season and a dry season. The wet season in particular is different times of the year, depending on the country or region. Winter in Africa is generally warm, but there are more interesting facts on the continent's winter season, which occurs over June, July, and August. Southern Africa experiences about climates, including subtropical, cold semi-arid, warm and cold desert climates. Why Africa is so hot? Because only the northernmost and the southernmost regions of the continent have a Mediterranean climate because they aren't located under the tropics. Because of this geographical situation, Africa is a hot continent as the solar radiation intensity is always high. That's all.
Hi everyone, I am Engine Cadet Jan Amshel L. Anova. So for this report, I will report about the Asian mineral resources. Asia is rich in mineral resources due to unique geographical conditions. The main minerals are petroleum, coal, iron, manganese, tin, tungsten, antimony, copper, lead, zinc, aluminum, gold, silver, mica, and precious stone. First is the petroleum. It is found in Western Asia, has the largest known oil reserves, located in Saudi Arabia, Iraq, Kuwait, Iran, Qatar, and the United Arab Emirates. Other regions in Southwest Asia have limited amounts of oil, and known petroleum reserves on the Indian subcontinent are small as well. Next is the coal. It is found in North and Central Asia, and some 200 fields have been worked throughout the region. Most of the known coal supplies of North Asia lie in Siberia, but the total extent and quality of Siberian deposits have not been fully explored. Next is the iron. It is found in South Korea, Taiwan, Sri Lanka, and several smaller countries in Southwest Asia appear to have only small iron ore supplies. Manganese. It is found in China, Africa, Australia, Gabon. Manganese have been found on the floor of ocean. Next is the tin. It is found in China, Thailand, and Indonesia. It is also mined in Peru, Bolivia, and Brazil. Tungsten. It is found in China, South Korea, Bolivia, Great Britain, Russia, and Portugal, as well as in California and Colorado. Next one is the antimony. There are large deposits of antimony in central China. Turkey and Thailand also have substantial reserves. Next one is the copper. China mined as estimated 1.7 million tons of copper in 2020, replacing it third on the list of the world's largest copper-producing countries. Lead. Lead is chiefly obtained from the mineral galena. Other common lead-bearing minerals include anglosite, kerosite, minim, and pyromorphite. It is mined in Australia, the USA, Canada, China, and also in the Peru. Next is zinc. The largest reserves of lead and zinc in Asia are located in the basin of Siberia and in central and eastern Kazakhstan. China also has abundant deposits of zinc and lead ores, and North Korea has important lead resources. Next is the aluminum. Aluminum is a chemical element with the symbol Al and atomic number 13. Aluminum has a density lower than those of other common metals, at approximately one-third that of steel. It has a great affinity toward oxygen and forms a protective layer of oxide on the surface when exposed to air. Next one is the gold. Gold is the chemical element with 79 protons in each atomic nucleus. Every atom containing 79 protons is a gold atom, and all gold atoms behave the same chemically. In principle, we can therefore create gold by simply assembling 79 protons and enough neutrons to make the nucleus stable. Next is the silver. Silver mines in China produce the most silver throughout the Asia-Pacific region, in which approximately 3.44 million tons of silver was produced. Comparatively, silver mines in Malaysia produced approximately 700 tons of silver in 2020. Next is mica. The major uses of sheet and black mica are as electrical insulators in electronic equipment, thermal insulation, gauge, glass, windows in stove and kerosene heaters. The electrics in capacitors, decorative panels in lamps and windows, insulation in electric motors and generator armatures, field coil insulator. The last one is the precious stone. A gemstone, also called a fine gem, jewel, precious stone, or semi-precious stone, is a piece of mineral crystal which in cut and polish form is used to make jewelry or other adornments. So, Africa mineral resources. Africa has a large quantity of natural resources, including diamonds, sugar, salt, gold, cobalt, uranium, and bauxite. First one is the diamonds. A mineral composed of pure carbon, it is the hardest naturally occurring substance known. It is also the most popular gemstone. Because of their extreme hardness, diamonds have a number of important industrial applications. Next is the sugar. Table sugar, also called sucrose, comes from sugarcane, a plant native to South Asia, while highly processed white granulated sugar is devoid of minerals. Brown sugar, which undergoes less processing, contains small amount of essential minerals that occur naturally in the sugarcane plant. Next one is the salt. Mineral substance of great importance to human and animal health, as well as to industry. The mineral form halite or rock salt. It's sometimes called common salt to distinguish it from a class of chemical compounds called salt. Gold. It is naturally mined form almost always have traces of silver, and may also contain traces of copper and iron. A gold nugget is usually 70 to 95% gold, and the remainder mostly silver. The color of pure gold is bright golden yellow, but the greater the silver content, the whiter its color is. Next one is the cobalt. It's a bluish gray, shiny, brittle metallic element. It has magnetic properties similar to iron. There are no significant minerals of cobalt. It is rare and obtained mostly through refining of nickel ore. It is used in superalloys for jet engines, chemical magnets, and cemented carbides for cutting tools. Cobalt. Uranium. Uranium is a naturally occurring radioactive element that has been mined and used for its chemical properties for more than 1,000 years. It is now primarily used as fuel for nuclear reactors that make electricity. The last one is bauxite. Is the best and only material for making aluminum metal. Bauxite is used in chemical industry, refractory bricks, abrasive, cement, steel, and petroleum. Lateritic bauxite is often used as a building material. So that's all for my report.
Yes, sir. Good day, classmates. I am Cadet Abison Jr. I am report about the people. People means collectives, groups of humans beings belonging to the particular specific nations, community. A people is any plurality of persons considered as a whole used in the politics law. It is terms to refers to the collective community of an ethnic group and nations to the publics or common mass of peoples of polity. Uh, for me is people those belongings to a place, religions, nations, race, language, class or culture. Example, people those living on East Coast, for example, the people is the of people is Christians. Next, next is a sample of identity for people like language symbolize identities and are used to signal identities by those who speaks them peoples and also contain categorized by others peoples according to the language they speak. Peoples belong to the many social group and have many social identities. And next is in many ways culture. And the next is culture is like personality in persons. The personality is made up of the values, beliefs, underlying assumptions, interests, experience, upbringings, and habits that create the person's behaviors. Cultures is made up the such traits. And the next is the place. Identity is of the people ascribed by the peoples to a place is contracted to the difference create one place from another. Differences to between places are attributes of perceived by the inhabitants living in or outside of the place. That's all there. Thank you.
Good day everyone. I am Engine Cadet Jaylord Abelinosa. So in this video, I'm going to discuss about my assigned topic, which is the language of Asia and Africa. So the Asian language is a home to around 2,300 languages. They are spoken by around 4.46 billion people, with the most widely spoken Asian languages being Chinese, Hindi, Indonesian, Bengali, and Japanese. So, first country in Asia is Afghanistan. So, The official language of Afghanistan is Pashto, an Eastern Iranian language. It is the native language of the Pashtun people. Dari Persian, also known as Afghan Persian. Then other language spoken of Afghanistan is Turkic and minor languages. The next country of Asia is Armenia. Their official language is Armenian, or Hyarin is an independent one language subgroup within the Indo-European language family. The unique Armenian alphabet, which consists of 39 characters, was created in 405 AD by a monk named Mesrop Mashtats. The other language of Armenia is Russian, widely used. So the next country is Azerbaijan. Their official language is Azeri, a Turkic language of the Atlaic family. There are 89% of speakers of Azeri. Then other language spoken of Azerbaijan is Russian it has 3%, Armenian 2%, other are 6%. The next country is Bahrain. In Bahrain, their official language is Arabic or Arabia. Their other language of Bahrain is English, Farsi, and Urdu. Next country is Bangladesh. The Bangladesh official language is Bengali or Bangla. Their other spoken language is English. Next is Bhutan country. Their official language is Bhutanese or Dzongkha. Other spoken language is the Boats. Ethnic majority 50% speak various Tibetan dialects like Changlaka and Kenka. Nepalese speak various Nepalese dialects like Lotsamka. And next is Brunei Darussalam. Their official language is Malay or English. And the other language of Brunei Darussalam is Chinese. So next country is Cambodia. Their official language is Khmer, spoken by more than 95% of the population. Khmer language is influenced by spoken and written Thai. Then other language of Cambodia is some French, still spoken. English is increasingly popular as a second language. So next country is China. Their official national language is Standard Chinese, called also Putonghua or Mandarin. Other spoken language is Wu, spoken in Shanghai and in Zhejiang province of Jiangsu province. Yu, Cantonese, official in Hong Kong and Macau. Uyghur, Xinjiang. English, Hong Kong. Portuguese, Macau. Tibetan, Tibet. Mongolia, Inner Mongolia. Other Chinese dialects like Min, Hakka, Keja, Gang, and Shang. And next country is Cyprus. Their official language is Greek and Turkish. Other spoken language is English. Next country is Georgia. Their official and national language is Georgian. Other spoken language is Russian, Armenian, Azeri, and other. Note, Abkhaz is the official language in Abkhazia. The next country is India. Their official language and national language is Hindi, Urdu, English, the most important language for national, political, and commercial communication. So in political and government, Indian people speak English, and their other spoken language is Assami, Bengali, Gujarati, Kannada, Kashmiri, Malayalam, Marathi, Oriya, Punjabi, Sanskrit, Sine, Tamil, Telugu. Next country is Indonesia. Their official language is Bahasa Indonesia, official modified from form of Malay. Other spoken language, English, Dutch, local dialects, the most widely spoken of which is Javanese. Next country is Iran. Persian and Persian dialect 58%, Turkic dialects 26%, Kurdish 9%, Lori 2%, Balochi 1%, Arabic. And next country, Iraq. Arabic, Arabia, Kurdish official since 8 March 2004, Assyrian, Syriac, Aramaic, Armenian, Turkoman. In Israel country, Hebreo, Hebrew Arabic, Yiddish, other spoken language, Yiddish, Ladino, Judeo-Arabic, Judeo-Tat, and Judeo-Berber. English is the major foreign language. Next country is Japan. The official language of Japan is Nihongo, and other spoken language is Ryukyoan languages. Next country is Jordan. Their official language is Arabic or Arabia. Other spoken language is English, widely understood among upper and middle classes. Kazakhstan country is official language is Kazakh. Kazakh state language 64.4%. Russian, officially used in everyday business, designated the language of internet communication 95%. And next one is Korea North. Then official language is Korean or Shosmonal or Chosno. In South Korea, their official language is Korean, Hangulmai. Korean is written in Hangul, the Korean alphabet. Other spoken language is English, widely taught in junior high and school. And next country is Kuwait. The official language is Arabic or Arabia, other spoken language. And next country is Palestine. Official national language Arabic. And next language is African language. So in Africa, is a continent with a very high linguistic diversity. There are an estimated 1,500 to 2,000 African languages. Of these languages, there are four main groupings can be distinguished. It is distinguished by Afro-Asiatic, approximately 200 languages covering nearly northern Africa, including the Horn of Africa, Central Sahara at the top of Nile. And next is Nilo-Saharan, gathering approximately 140 languages with some 11 million speakers scattered in Central and Eastern Africa. And next is Niger-Saharan or Niger-Congo, covering the two-thirds of Africa with has principal branch the Niger-Congo, which gather more than 1,000 languages with some 200 million speakers. The Bantu languages of Central, Southern, and Eastern Africa form a subgroup of the Niger-Congo branch, Khoisan, gathering about 30 languages in western part of Southern Africa, and all African languages are considered official languages of the African Union. So, Asian country in Algeria country is official national language is Arabic, and other spoken language is French. And next country, Angola, is official language is Portuguese. The other spoken language is Narrow Bantu like Ambondo and other African languages. African language country is next is Benin. Official language is French, and other spoken language is Fon and Yoruba, most common in South. Tribal languages at least 6 major ones in North. Next country is Botswana. Official national language is Setswana, national language with minor difference in dialects. English is the official business language and it's widely spoken in urban areas. Next country is Burkina Faso. Official national language is French. Other spoken languages is native African language belonging to Sudanic family spoken by 90% of the population. Next country is Burundi. Official national language is Kirundi French. Other spoken language is Swahili along Lake Tanganyika and in the Bujumbura area. Next country is Cameroon. Their official national language is English French. The other spoken language is 24 major African language groups. Next country is Cape Verde. Official national language is Portuguese. Next country is Central African Republic. Their official national language is French, Sangho lingua franca, and national language. Next country is Chad. Their official national language is French, Arabic. Next country is Comoros, also Arabic and French. Congo Republic of French. More on actually Congo Republic, Cote d'Ivoire, Djibouti, Egypt, Equatorial, Eritrea, Ethiopia, Gabon, Gambia are both official national language is French and some are Arabic. And next is country is Ghana. Then Guinea, Guinea, Kenya, Lesotho, Liberia, Libya are English, then some places are French, English 20%. More this category is their official national language is English, Portuguese, and Arabic. Next country is Madagascar, French, Malagasy. In Malawi country, their official language English naman judge. Next country is Namibia. There are more French.
Good morning everyone, I am Kent Antonisia Pari and I am here to report about the Asian religion. So first, Buddhism. It is one of the world's largest religions and originated 2,500 years ago in India. Buddhists believe that the human life is one of suffering and that meditation, spiritual and physical labor, and good behavior are the always to achieve enlightenment or nirvana. Second is Christianity. It's the most widely practiced religion in the world. With more than 2 billion followers, the Christian faith centers or belief regarding the birth, life, death, and resurrection of Jesus Christ. Third, Confucianism. Confucianism, also known as Ruism or Ru, classism, as a system or thought and behavior originating in ancient China. Hinduism, the world's oldest religion according to many scholars, with root and customs dating back more than 4,000 years today, with about 900 million followers. Hinduism is the third largest religion behind Christianity and Islam. Roughly 95% of the world Hindus live in India. Islam, an Arabic monotheistic religion centered primarily around the Quran, a religious text that is considered by Muslims to be direct word of God as it was revealed to the Prophet Muhammad. Next, Jainism, an ancient religion from India that teaches that the way to liberation and bliss is to live lives of harmlessness and renunciation. The essence of Jainism is concerned for the welfare of every being in the universe and for the health of the universe itself. Next, Judaism, the world's oldest monotheistic religion dating back nearly 4,000 years. Followers of Judaism believe in one God who revealed himself through ancient prophets. Shinto, a religion that originated in Japan, classified as an East Asian religion by scholars of religion. Its practitioners often regard it as Japan's indigenous religion and as a nature religion. Next, Sikhism, also known as Sikhi or Sikh Dharma, is one of the most recent religious faiths that originated in the Punjab religion of the India consistent present-day Pakistan around the end of the 15th century CE. Taoism, a religion and a philosophy from ancient China that has influenced folk and national belief. Zoroastrianism or Mazdaism is an Iranian religion and one of the world's oldest organized faiths based on the teaching of the Iranian-speaking prophet Zoroaster. And next, the African religion. Christianity, an Arabic monotheistic religion based on the life and teachings of Jesus of Nazareth. It is the world's largest religion with about 2.6 billion followers as of 2020 estimation. Islam. The word Islam means submission to the will of God. Followers of Islam are called Muslims. Muslims are monotheistic and worship one all-knowing God who is Arabic is known as Allah. Followers of Islam aim to live a life of complete submission to Allah. By faith, a relatively new religion teaching the essential worth of the religion and the unity of a people, established by Baha'i. In the 19th century, it is initially developed in Iran and parts of the Middle East where it has forced ongoing persecution since its inception. And that's all. Thank you.
Good day, I am Indian Cadet Balderas and I am here to talk about the currencies in Asia and in Africa and its equivalent to peso. So first, Asia. Asia have 55 currencies and this includes the Philippine peso. Here are five of some of the currencies in Asia. One is in Vietnam. It is called the Vietnamese dong, and its equivalent to peso is 0.0023 peso, and it is the lowest currency in Asia. Another one is Japan. In Japan, the Japanese yen, which is 0.41 peso. Next is India. In India, the Indian rupee, which is 0.67 peso. Next, in United Arab Emirates, the United Arab Emirates dirham, which is equivalent to 14.25 peso. And lastly, the currency with the highest value is in Kuwait, the Kuwaiti dinar, which is equivalent to 171.27 peso. Next is in Africa. And Africa has 54 currencies, and here are five of some of its currencies. First is the lowest currency value, which is in Sao Tome and Principe. Its currency is called Sao Tome and Principe Dubra. It's equivalent to 0.0022 peso. Next is in Egypt, the Egyptian pound, which is equivalent to 2.81 peso. Another one is in Libya, the Libyan dinar. It's equivalent to 10.97 peso. Next is in Morocco, the Moroccan dirham, and it's equivalent to 5.29 peso. And lastly, the currency with the highest value in Africa, which is in Tunisia, the Tunisian dinar, which is equivalent to 17.25 peso. That's all, and thank you.
I am Indian Cadet Angana and I will be reporting about the tourist spots in Asia and Africa. There's a lot of tourist spots in Asia and Africa, but to make the story short or our report short, I will only just tell you about the top 5 tourist spots in Asia and Africa. So first, Asia. Mount Fuji, Japan. Mount Fuji, Japan is easily one of the most iconic sites in Japan, and not only a geographical point but a cultural symbol for the country. Although the unmistakable peak can be spotted from the variety of location, each vantage point offers its own special view of the often snowy top. So Mount Fuji is easily accessible for tourists and can be enjoyed from the base of the mountain or from variety of viewpoints. Whether it is viewed from the windows of the bullet train, the serene Five Lakes region surrounding it, even from the city of Tokyo. The view can be enjoyed by all types of travelers. One way is to take tours from Tokyo to Mount Fuji in order to enjoy some of the highlights of the region. The mountain is also the perfect for the selfie lovers among us, with its beautiful slope and views. Public Wi-Fi is available across the entire mountain and can even be used with the Japan VPN for private conscious. The mountain peak, which is the tallest in Japan, in fact, a volcano which has not erupted in 1770, both tourists and local flocks here to marvel at its distinguishing cone shape all year long. However, in the winter months, the snowy peak juxtaposes the metropolis city even more. But for those travelers looking to climb the mountain, the summer mount makes it more accessible. Then, next is the Dead Sea, Israel. The Dead Sea, Israel has long been a tourist attraction because of its high salt content of proximity to Israel, Jordan, in the West Bank. However, sinkholes have wreaked havoc on its shore, and the Dead Sea shoreline continue to get smaller due to drought. So Dead Sea, Israel is an outstanding natural body of water situated between Israel and Jordan, at the lowest point on earth, stretching from the Judean desert through the Arava desert and flanked by mountains on both sides. It's so salty that its salt crystals are often visible on the surface, and anyone going for a swim in the Dead Sea floats pretty much instantly. It's dubbed the Dead Sea because the salty nature of the water disallows marine life from living here. Although it does sustain small organisms like algae, or in her view it's called Yam Hamalich. The salt sea and biblical rivers call it several different names. Among them is the Sea of the East and the Sea of the Arava. Then next, Phuket, Thailand. There are many destinations in Thailand, but Phuket remains one of the most popular, and the gorgeous beaches with their breathtaking sunsets and the warm climates all year, the vibrant nightlife and the friendly people certainly make it desirable. Its history of welcoming foreign traders also plays a central role. So Phuket, Thailand has more than 30 gorgeous beaches with pristine white sand, beautiful palm trees, and clear turquoise water. Apart from their beautiful, these beaches offers a lot of activities that you can explore and enjoy. You can visit some of the famous beaches and even drop by some of its quiet, isolated ones. Then next one is Beijing, China. China owns monumental ancient treasures, exceed all other countries for size and numbers. From ancient palace to Great Wall, city walls, buried arms, canals, pagodas, temples, and giant Buddhas. See, and then Beijing's attraction are second to none in China, with famous tourist spots of various types like historical, cultural, scenic, and modern. The capital is home to some of the country's best known tourist attractions, such as the Great Wall of China and the Forbidden City and the Temple of Heaven. Then we go to Hoi An, Vietnam. The entire old center of Hoi An is now the design of UNESCO World Heritage Site, a melting pot of culture, architecture, and the monument is one of the busiest ancient trade sports sport ports in South Asia. That's all. And the next one is Africa. The first one top tourist in Africa is Cape Town, South Africa. As far as the best tourist attraction in Africa go, Cape Town as a city and its surrounding area is very much the easiest and most accessible way to get taste of Africa as a whole. So Cape Town is one of the top tourist destination in the world. A colorful mix of people, culture, traditions, history, nature, and food is perhaps the best way to define the mother city. Then the next is Mount Kilimanjaro, Tanzania. Mount Kilimanjaro, or just Kili, to many in the climbing fraternity, is a major tourist attraction in Africa. For those seek an adventure in holidays, a trek to the peak of the Mount Kilimanjaro is perhaps the epitome of such a vacation. So Tanzania stands at 5,895 meters tall. It takes around 5 to 10 days to summit and return back to the foot of the tallest mountain in Africa. The climb does not really require any specialist climbing equipment, but the right level of fitness is essential. Be warned of altitude sickness. This is a prevalent problem among those who attempt to climb. Then the next one is the Masai Mara National Reserve, Kenya. When people think of Africa, they think of wild animals and safaris. The Masai Mara National Reserve in Kenya is one of the top 10 tourist attractions in Africa. And every tourist has dramatically different experience when they visit. The Masai Mara is one of the top 10 tourist attractions in Africa, not just to see the experience but the big five, but because of the wilderness migration. Continuing through the Masai Mara National Reserve will lead you to the Serengeti National Park and game reserves in Tanzania. Then the next one is Zanzibar, Tanzania. Just off the coast is an exotic archipelago with pristine beaches and warm oceans. This fantastic location is one of the top tourist destinations in Africa because for some it is the ideal place for the perfect relaxing beach holiday. Zanzibar with a vibrant history dating back to 17th century, the destination has a magical blend of Arabic, Middle Eastern, Moorish, and Indian culture and style, making it unique like no other in Africa. Then the next one is the Giza Necropolis, Egypt. A lot of people do not think of Egypt as being in Africa. In the Giza Necropolis, you will get to see the Great Pyramid of Giza, the Pyramid of Menkaure, and the Pyramid of Khafre. The Sixth Pyramid of Giza, one of the seven wonders of the world, is the one of seven wonders of the world. Still, it is in the Giza Necropolis. Has to be something on many travel bucket lists. The ancient Egyptian civilization are brought back to life along the river Nile through pyramids and tombs. Not the Africa everyone immediately think of a certain part of Africa, and everyone should indeed visit. That's all.